Hi.
Hi.
Right,
We fail at this.
we do. We are going to tell you the story of how I ended up with being massive.
I think if you maybe go
There.
closer to it,
It looks small on there, but it's like from there to there.
it's
It's like
massive.
massive cut. And how we got the nicknames of the Orange and the Smurf.
She's definitely got.
And clearly the Orange.
Yeah.
Right.
Clearly the orange. Well, I suppose I'm Taylor. I keep thinking this is the cheek on that side.
Right, anyway, we'll tell you on how we got those nicknames. And how I got a massive cut.
Good story.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Basically, we went to go see the alpacas near Laura's house.
My house. Woo, woo.
And, well, first of all, they were really far away, and we know how to talk to them because we're like that cool.
Yeah.
And we were like bringing them towards us by going, yeah, yeah, over and over again.
That scared me shit.
It was funny as hell. It actually made them walk closer to us.
That's what scared the shit out of me.
And like, we'd been there for like a good 10 minutes trying to call these over, and then these two little kids came over and started climbing the fence, and were like, you probably shouldn't do that because they're not your alpacas and this isn't
they
your
were
field.
tearing it up and throwing
you're trespassing, and
it.
they're like, well, is it your alpacas? And we're like, well, no. And it's like, well, we're not going to listen to you. So I was like, well, look out, got a badass over here. But,
oh no!
so then, because we'd said that, they decided to start on us, and we'd been there for like 10 minutes looking at these alpacas, and we're like 10 years older than these kids, but they decided to cause us shit anyway. Started throwing like bits of the fence and stick at her and at me as well, calling her, stating that very obvious that she's ginger, which I don't see the problem. It's just a hair colour.
My hair's beautiful.
And they causing like problems
I'm
for us.
Santa's daughter! Yay!
Yeah.
No presents for you this year.
And then they were like, they were causing us loads of problems, and like I went, look, I'm like 10 years older than you. How old are you? And they went, we're 9, and I was like, okay, so I'm definitely 10 years older than you. So they went, what? So you're 18 then? I was like,
It was like,
is your math really that bad in school nowadays? And your parents really that bad that a 9-year-old doesn't know that 9 plus 10 equals 19, not 18. That's 8 plus 10.
it's like saying 1 plus 1 equals window.
It does.
Because
So
I'm
basically, we
smart
started
girl.
And she wanted to leave because obviously they were causing a shit, but I was going to stand my ground because I wasn't going to have like 2 9-year-olds chase us away. So we stayed, and like eventually after a while they got bored, and like asking passers by like, oh, is she fat?
I am.
But they were like, trying to cause a bother, but eventually left. So we stayed for a little while longer, and then we had to go to the co-op, and go buy milk, and go buy milk. And so we were like walking along, and like we eventually caught up to where they were, and we just completely blanked them. They're like, "Oh look, we're in a train," and like one of them got probably not quite that voice, but similar.
Well,
And
they
like,
said, oh my god, it's Orange and Smurf, little
Yeah.
Smurf, and I was just
So
like,
we just like kind of blanked them, and like, and then one of them got down off the tree and had a massive stick. I mean, like, Spider-Man, like a stick about that big, like really massive. Yeah, that doesn't help. It was that big. But they had like a massive stick and decided to like, well, he started following us while saying, "Oi, why are you following her?" And I was just like, so I ignored him, and he like stabbed me with the stick, causing the massive cut on my arm, which kind of stings, but not anymore so much. And I was like starting to bleed, so I grabbed hold of the stick and was trying to pull it off him, but he wouldn't, and he said something, so I just kind of like pushed the stick and he fell on his arse, which I'm not saying that's a good thing that a 19-year-old kind of made a 9-year-old fall on his arse, but the fact he'd made me bleed, he was causing bother for the both of us for no reason at all. I wasn't going to have it. Like, I didn't mean for him to fall over, but he bloody well deserved it. Then we just walked off and continued.
And I went,
and continued on our merry little lives.
We
But-
skipped the whole way back.
Well, not really.
No.
But still, some people's parenting, like, this is coming from a 19-year-old. Some people's parenting are shit. I'm trying not to
She's
swear.
not being horrible.
Not being horrible or anything, but you are really bad parents.
Not people who are watching this, because you are good parents.
If parents at all. If even watching this at all. But
We
still,
are loaded!
some parents are just... Their children think that 10 plus 9 equals 18. 10 plus 9.
Hold back, we got a badass.
Like, really, it's terrible. But, yeah, ran over.
Look at my hair. I made this beautiful hair. You know, it probably looks really trashy there.
Are we done with this video then?
You know,
Now that I've rambled about terrible parenting.
she needed to get it out, so we thought, YouTube!
Bye!
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 Oh, wrong hand.
I don't know
Again.
doing that.